Hello guys, today we are going to do this differential equations. Given y prime plus y divided by x is equal to x times y squared, and then y of 1 by y prime 1 is equal to 1 by 2, and then we are going to find y here. So here, first step, we are going to look at this y prime here, and then plus, you can see the coefficients before y is 1 over x here, and then finally we have x times y squared. Here we are going to use the formula here, which is our binomials equations, which is dy dx is plus our q of x times y is equal to our p of x times y power of n 1 minus n. Don't forget about formula. And then our integrating factor here, which is equal to e power of our parentheses 1 minus n times our integral of our q of x dx. And finally, we can get back our y, which is, don't forget, it's y power of 1 minus n is equal to 1 divided by the integrating factor, and then time parentheses 1 minus n times the integral of our p of x. Yeah, it should be small letter here. And this I of x, I think it should be big letter. Yes, because integrating factor. P of x times our q of x, not q of x. It should be I of x here. Let me just correct it down. Call it p of x times our I of x. And then plus c. Yeah, I of x. And here, let me just write down the original equation here. Y prime plus y divided by x is equal to xy squared. Let us, what's the coefficients of y, which is q of x, which are the coefficients of y. So here, 1 of x going to be our coefficients of y, like that. Let me write it down as parentheses 1 over x times y, which is equal to our p of x here, which is our x. And then our power here is 2. We are going to find the integrating factor first. So I of x. No problem, just small letter, I think it's fine. I of x, which is equal to e power of, first step, you're going to put down 1 minus n here, which 1 minus the second power, 1 minus 2. And then times the integral of our integrating factor, 1 divided by x dx. 1 minus 2 is negative 1, so you get negative 1 times that. Integral of 1 over x here, which is ln x. Don't need the epsilon here, just forget about it. And then use the properties of ln, put the negative 1 inside, you get e power of ln x power of negative 1. That e and ln get cancelled, so you get e power of negative 1. Next step. After finding the value, after finding what's the integrating factor, we can just write down y. Use this formula. Y power of 1 minus n already done, which is negative 1. So y power of negative 1, which is equal to 1 divided by the integrating factor, which is x power of negative 1 times 1 minus n again. So we have a negative side here, time our p of x here. Our p here is just our x. And then multiply by the integrating factor here, you get x power of negative 1 dx, and then plus c, like that. And next, we are going to do 1 minus 1 over x power of negative 1, you get x here. And then here, x times x power of negative 1 is x power 0, which is 1 here. Integrating 1, you get our x. So you get negative x here, plus c. Then we can expand, you get negative x squared plus cx. This we are not done yet because this is just y power of negative 1 here. Next, we just need to do the negative 1 power on both sides. Negative 1 power on both sides. Then we can get our y is equal to 1 divided by negative x squared plus cx. But we are not done yet. We are given one y power of 1 ratio y prime 1 is equal to 1 power of 2. We are going to use this information to find our c, the value of c. What is the value of c? So we are going to use this. First, we are going to plot our y. First, we are going to differentiate this function because it's given y prime 1 is equal to 2, not 2 ratio. It should be 1k times 1k by 2k if you use the proportional. Yes. Not exactly 2, the value of y prime 1. This is the proportional. Yes, that k value cannot be 0. Yeah, it can be negative. So we are going to differentiate these functions. To differentiate 1 over, yes, to differentiate 1 over f of x. Yes, let me do it here. It's just f square of x, and then we have a negative sign here, which is negative f prime of x divided by f square over x here. So we are going to do y prime. First, you are going to square this negative x squared plus cx, square that, and then after that put a negative sign here, and then differentiate this in our x row. Yes, first differentiate this, we are going to get negative 2x. Differentiate this, negative 2x, and then differentiate this, we get our c, just c. And then we are going to put y of 1 here, 1 into our y, which is y of 1, which is equal to 1 divided by negative 1 squared plus c times 1. So we can get this is just our 1 over c minus 1 here. 1 over c minus 1. And then put our 1 here. Y prime in 1 into our y prime of x here. So you can get negative 2 times 1, which is just negative 2 plus c. And then this thing is just the thing here, c minus 1. We are already done this. Negative x squared plus cx, which is equal to c minus 1. Square that. After simplify, you get c minus 2. Negative c minus 2 divided by our c minus 1 square, like that. And then we are going to use this formula, y prime, yes, y by our, it should be y of 1 by y prime 1 is equal to 1 by 2. And then our y of 1, which is this, by this, you just need to divide by this. To divide by this, you just need to flip this. Flip this. After flipping this, you get multiplied by negative c, parentheses c minus 1 squared divided by c minus 2. And then 1 by 2, you can write it down as our 1 over 2. And then you can see the cancellations of c minus 1 and c minus 1 square. After cancellating, you get c minus 1, yeah, like that. And then we just get, let me just bring down the negative sides to the right hand side. You get c minus 1 over c minus 2 is equal to 1 over 2. And then we are going to do the cross multiply. You get 2c minus 2 is equal to c minus 2. And then minus c on one side, you can get c, which is equal to 2c minus 2. Yeah, parentheses. Yeah, our c is just equal to 0 after doing this. Hey, wait a minute. I forget about the negative side. Negative side, so it should be. Let me just put a negative side on the one here. 2c minus 2, which is equal to negative c plus 2, like that. And then adding c on one side, you can get 3c is equal to 4, like that. Finally, we can get our c is equal to 4 over 3. Therefore, our y is just equal to 1 over negative x squared plus 4 over 3x, like that. And then we can simplify it a little bit. Multiply by 3 on both, yes, on top and the bottom. So we can get y is equal to our 3 over negative 3x squared plus 4x, like that. If you like, you can multiply by negative side on top or bottom. So you can get y is equal to negative 3 over 3x squared minus 4x, like that. This is our question. Yes, answers. You can get 2 answers after multiplying negative 1 here. So we are done. And bye. This question is finished.